So before this video gets started, if you want a super easy way to make money, there is a new app called Survey Junkie. I'm gonna leave a link down below. It's 100% free. You actually make money. You can cash out for Amazon gift cards, Starbucks, or just get money sent directly to your PayPal account simply for filling out surveys. If you're bored, have some extra time, and you want to pay for your gas or for your groceries. If you want some money, check out Survey Junkie. It's really cool, really easy. It's very they've been around for like 10 years. I know it said it's new, but sorry, I misspoke. They've been around for 10 years. They're awesome. Go check them out. Use my link in the description down below. Now let's get on to the video. All right, hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel, the Rideshare Hub. I appreciate you all coming by. So this video is more of like a check-in video with you all. I'm just updating you all with my current status as a gig worker, Uber and Lyft driver. As the creator of this YouTube channel, I thought it's only fair to kind of update you all with what I'm going through. I know you guys all have your own stories on where you're at, whether you're out driving for Uber or Lyft right now, or whether you're just switching to food delivery, doing other gig work, getting unemployment benefits. That's awesome. And some of you guys are still out driving. So yeah, I would love to hear your stories down below. I think everyone has an amazing story, and I would love to, if we could all just give each other feedback. Just comment down below, keep it positive, and what you're doing right now. Are you still out working? Are you still out driving for gigs, Uber and Lyft, or are you collecting unemployment? Did you switch to another job? Or are you doing a little bit of both? I would love to hear. So yeah, basically what's going on with me right now is, so yeah, just a quick backstory on myself. So I started out doing Uber and Lyft about 2 years ago now, and I mainly started to pay off debt. That was my initial goal with the whole driving for Uber and Lyft. And it really changed my mindset completely about just life. I was really, really struggling. I was trying to be an actor. I was doing photography. I had a photography little business job where I would shoot photos at nightclubs and day clubs and basically just party. And I was making good money, but I was also spending a lot of money because I was going out partying like on days I wouldn't work, and still just basically at high income and high payouts. So I was basically not making any money. So I would put a lot of my money on credit cards, and then I bought a car, which is just a great thing to do when you're in debt, right? Go into more debt with a new car. So I had $5,000 of credit card debt, $5,400 loan on my car. So I had 2 credit cards, and one of them was 0% interest because I just I kind of refinanced it, or did a balance transfer, if you guys know what that is. And the other one I had 29% interest rate. Ouch, really, really high. That's like normal credit card rate after they give you a first year of 0% APR. And then I had my car loan, which was on a 2.4% interest rate, which is actually really low, but still, money that I owed to the bank. So I don't know what it was, but I was working these jobs, and I started working at Nike, and I was just working part-time, making 11 bucks an hour, 12 bucks an hour, whatever, and trying to do acting, and just not getting ahead at all. And so I think I started listening to Dave Ramsey, I think, at some point, or I don't know what happened, but I figured out as soon as I bought my car, I was like, you know what, because my old car didn't qualify for Uber or Lyft. So I was like, I'm going to pay for the car while driving for Lyft. That was my goal at first. And then I've kind of figured out, well, I'm just putting on miles on my car, and then my car's going down in value, and then I'm putting the money back in my car. So it didn't really make sense, mathematically. I was just kind of trading the value of my car for, but I was like, you know what, if I put on 10,000 miles on my car, 15,000 miles, and then the car's paid for, I essentially got a free car that is more used. I just had to trade a lot of my time for it. That's kind of how I thought about it. I paid off all my credit cards, my 2 credit cards. Thank God I did. And then after I did that, so I really worked so I had a job at Nike, and then I also worked at a middle school as a middle school supervisor, which was interesting to say the least. And then thirdly, I worked for Lyft, and yeah, I had 3 jobs at the same time. I was working like 70 hours a week. And then I paid off the credit card right away. You know, I had like, I've told this story before, but I had to go to the DMV one time, and I had to pay for like my driver's license renewal. Or it wasn't a driver's license, it was like something I had to pay at the DMV. And I remember I had to go there, I waited in line. You guys know the DMV sucks. I'll keep the story short because I've said it before. But I was sitting there waiting for like 3 hours, and I got there early, and I was like, I was there for like an hour and a half. My name hadn't been called yet, my ticket number, and I hadn't even gotten halfway to my name. So I was like, you know what? I'll go to Starbucks really quick, grab a coffee, and then I'll come back, and I'm sure, you know, by then it should be getting a little bit closer at least. So I go and come back, guess what? They already called my ticket number. It had been 3 hours since I got there, or 2 hours or something. And so I went up to one of the tellers, and I was like, hey, you know, I just went to the bathroom. I lied to them. I was like, I just went to the bathroom, which technically did at Starbucks, I think, so maybe it wasn't a lie, but still, I said, hey, you know, I just stepped out for a second. You guys just called my number, can I be seen? And they're like, nope, sorry, you missed it. Go back in line and get a new number. I was like, are you serious? It's been 3 hours. And they're like, well, sorry, you missed your number. And I was like, I was just gone. And they're like, no, we called that ticket over 15 minutes ago. And I was like, dang it. I was like, what if I was going to the bathroom for that long? But anyways, then I was like, you know what, screw this. So I went up to a different teller, and I was like, hey, you know what, I'm really sorry, I missed my ticket number. Can I just get seen? He's like, you know what, I can't, but what I will do is tell you to go online at the appointment line center only. So I went there, and I was like, yeah, that guy told me I'm good. And they gave me a ticket for the appointment line, so I only had to wait 10 or 15 minutes. But when I went up to give the guy the ticket, whatever I had to pay for it was $12 or $10.25 or something, I think. And I was like, okay, here's my credit card. And he goes, oh, sorry, we only take debit cards. We don't do credit. And I was like, I didn't have enough money in my bank account to pay for it, because I was literally just throwing all of my money on my credit card. So literally any single dollar I made, I just put it right on the credit card, because I was paying that 29% interest, which was just absurd. And so I literally had to go out and do 2 rides for Lyft and get that money in my account, the $12 or whatever, then go back to the DMV, wait in line again, and pay them. That's literally where I was at 2 years ago. Thankfully now I've gotten my head out of water. I'm no longer credit card debt, no longer have car debt. I will never ever finance a car again, unless it's, I don't know, unless I have the cash and I'm gonna use that money to invest, but I'm not really there yet. And I will never get another credit card unless I can like use that for points and like bonuses, but I'm not doing that now because I do not trust myself. For now, I'm just living debt free, and I'm not leveraging credit. I'm just, you know, I behaved poorly in the past, so I know myself. And then fast forward, I kept driving here and there part-time. After I did that, I actually stopped driving Uber and Lyft and just got a job at a hotel that paid me $16 an hour, and I worked 37.5 hours a week, sat in a little valet office, and I basically inputted valet cars into people's hotel accounts all day. It was at a luxury resort, so every car that came in had to actually be valeted, or else they wanted to park like 6 blocks away, which, you know, all the rich people didn't. So I just inputted cars all day long, and there was a lot of downtime, so I would just go on, read real estate articles, go on my phone, watch FIFA, because it was like the FIFA games were going on, World Cup. And then after that, I went back to school at Berkeley, UC Berkeley. I always kept my accounts active for Uber and Lyft, kept driving here and there part-time, started up the YouTube channel, fast forward to now, and you know, the coronavirus started, and mostly, by the way, I just drove Uber and Lyft to like be able to talk about the apps on the internet. That I use it as a leverage, because as you guys know, you know, this is like my business that I have now, YouTube. I just want to be like, you know, really transparent with you guys. I think those are great. Like I've done Instacart, Postmates, Uber, Lyft. I think those are most of the ones I have done. And I love talking about them. I love vlogging. I think it's interesting. I think it's fun. I think it's a great community. But when coronavirus started, I guarantee, I have to, like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm being honest, I haven't done one single ride. For Uber, Lyft, for DoorDash, Instacart, nothing. I haven't gone out. What I have been doing is doing Survey Junkie. I've been filling out surveys, which I never thought I would do, but you know, I figured, hey, you know what? I'm sitting at home and I'm just watching TV all day, chilling, making videos. Might as well fill out surveys. I'm not gonna be taxed on any of that. Well, I don't know, unless I make over 600. I'll have to see what happens then. And I'm just getting money sent to my bank account. And I figured, you know what? You know, I'm not trying to plug Survey Junkie, link down below, by the way. No, I'm serious. Like, I don't really know what to do, guys. And I don't like wearing a face mask. I've gone out and done a face mask. I gotta go to the eye doctor. That was literally the first time I haven't been to a grocery store. I have asthma. I'm technically high risk. And I went to my eye doctor I had to wear a face mask for an hour. I hated it. I couldn't breathe in that thing. I don't know what it was. I just kind of got anxious, anxiety, claustrophobic. If you guys have suggestions for face masks, I want to go out and drive for Uber and Lyft, but at this point, I don't see myself going out and driving and wearing a face mask for 8 hours a day for the next year or so. Like, until this whole thing's over and we don't have to wear face masks anymore. I know it's required by Uber and Lyft to wear a face mask, and I don't know, unless I find a magical face mask that's perfect. I'm also very skeptical of cloth masks. I've read a lot of studies of doctors saying that cloth masks are very detrimental because they basically increase your pathogen intake, and they really collect moisture really easily. They're usually not washed well. Like, if I'm gonna, like, you should kind of be disposing your face mask unless you're washing them like frequently. And they're hard to breathe in, especially for somebody with asthma. So like, I'm kind of very hesitant to wear a cloth mask, and I haven't done so, and I probably won't. So if you guys know any good like masks to wear, or maybe you think cloth masks are fine. Again, I'm no medical expert. This is just stuff I'm reading online, and I could be totally wrong. It could be totally wrong. I don't know. I just know that I don't know. I just know that from my experience so far, I don't like wearing cloth or face masks. So for now, I'm not going to be driving Uber and Lyft. And I really don't know. I don't know what I'm going to be doing in the next 6 months. I'm going to be doing surveys, I guess, filling out surveys. I mean, I went out, or no, I not went out, but I did surveys for like an hour or two. I made like $6. So I was like, if I figured I'd do that every day, and I'm just, you know, while I'm just like sitting back watching TV or something, I could make, you know, a couple $100 a month, maybe $100 a month. Better than nothing. I'm like a really big believer in having multiple streams of income. I get really anxious and stressed out when I only have like 1 or 2 ways that's making me money. Right now I have the YouTube. I have YouTube, TikTok. I have been focusing more of my energy actually on TikTok, so I think I'm gonna stop doing YouTube as well. Like, at least kind of just leave it up to the other guys on the channel. For whatever reason, I have over 400,000 followers on TikTok. So in the last week alone, I got over 100,000 followers, which is absolutely crazy. It's a little bit difficult to monetize on there, but I'm kind of focusing on that right now, just because I figured if I have over 1 million followers, I'll be able to find some brands who can pay me money to promote them. So I have YouTube, TikTok, Survey Junkie, and honestly, I think that's mostly it. Get Upside as well. I have Get Upside, but that's really low too. The cashback gas, I have enough referrals where I get money back, more money back than just saving money on gas. So I've been getting like $1,000 a month, I think, on Get Upside. Maybe like anywhere from like 3,000 to 5,000 on YouTube. Survey Junkie, hopefully that'll be like $100 a month. And I don't know, everything's just in pause right now. So like, and oh, by the way, that's all like revenue costs. Like we all split the money with, so it's not really me. We split the money with all the people on the channel. So yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I'm just at a weird stage in life, or like a weird stage in my career. I don't know if you guys feel the same way or not. I did fortunately get the PPP loan. So that's good. But I have to figure out how to not pay that back, because apparently that's a huge process. I have to read, like, they sent me like a 30-page document where I have to like figure out, I don't know why they make it so difficult. I have to figure out how not to have to pay that back. I have to send them in some documents and stuff. But yeah, what else? That's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, that's like my main income right now. I might get a normal job, another normal job. Fortunately, I do have savings, so that's good. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I want to hear your guys' story too, what you guys are up to these days. And if you have any suggestions for the masks, I would really appreciate that. And yeah, guys, I will talk to you all soon. All right, bye guys.